What is the digital transformation importance for the modern organization?
Every organization is changing so dramatically because the world we are living in is evolving at such a rapid pace. The frontier technologies as we know them, right, which includes AI and machine learning, which also includes several other host of technologies that support, such as ready access that we become so used to with 5G and increasingly now 6G. These technologies are giving us unprecedented degrees of freedom. So you can achieve something which was unfathomable till about a few years ago, right? Now, when these degrees of freedom are available, the question then arises how a business is going to be utilizing them to become much more agile, much more competitive, right? So it's opening up possibilities, and organizations are realizing that they have the ability now to do things in a very different way, right? For creating, innovating, building new products on the one hand, and on the other hand, making things, meaning their production processes, are evolving at a much more rapid pace as well.
What are the key drivers of the digital transformation?
Key drivers of digital transformation, I think it comes down to, it's a triad. It's basically, digital transformation, if you really unpack it, it is about digital, but digital is means to an end. The end to me is transformation. And transformation involves change. Transformation involves ability to embrace that change as well. So there's a cultural aspect to it. So it comes down to basically three things. It's people, process, and technologies. If you are able to marry the three together, right, choosing the right technologies to impact your processes in the right manner, right, and enable your people to harness the power of technology, you will be a successful organization.
What makes Rockwell Automation different from other players from this industry?
Now, listen, we believe that what sets us apart from many of our industry peers is we are probably the only organization of our size and scale that is singularly focused on industrial automation and digital transformation. And we consider it to be our mission to bring about all of this change, which will eventually enhance and impact what is humanly possible. So mainly talking about the power of technology to create net new outcomes for the industry. So to make people and organizations much more impactful, much more effective. Now, closer home to our industry, a couple of different things to also think about. One is we're very proud of our technology. What makes us really unique and differentiated really is the domain expertise that our colleagues around the globe possess around the industry and around applications and around technology, which enables them to sit and partner with our customers, knowing what their industry context is, knowing the challenges that they are experiencing, right? To use the best technology to produce the right outcomes. So technology marries domain expertise, marries ability to be there close to our customers, ourselves, and through our partner network. So those are the kind of factors which we believe really makes us uniquely differentiated.
Can you please tell something about your expansion plan or some new product launch?
I'll break it up in two parts. One, we're just coming back from our global event, the Automation Fair. This year, the Automation Fair was held in Chicago, so very close to our global headquarters. One of the most impactful automation fairs, and I've been attending them for a number of years now. So we put out just a lot of new product introductions out there. Summarize that in a bit. What I want to share with you is the manner in which we've seen our narrative evolve and how closely it is now impacting the critical attributes of our customers and the industries that we serve, right? So we're seeing, again, a triad of new capabilities that are emerging, right? Which taken together are transforming advanced manufacturing as we know. What is this triad? First and foremost, it is about AI, right? The manner in which AI is impacting, and you began by asking me, a question related to that. So AI is clearly one of those things, but the other one is software-defined automation. And we are seeing increasingly how software defined is impacting industrial automation, and how it is going to revolutionize, right, the ability of the industry to innovate, right? And the third leg really is around robotics, right? And robotics is, many people argue that robotics is, in today's age, the physical embodiment of AI, right? So all these three things taken together are bringing about this game-changing transformation, and this trend is going to last for some time to come. And the NPIs that we spoke about, right? All of those NPIs really sit in these areas. It's around edge, it's around our platform solutions, the cloud, it's around how we are creating net new capabilities which are enabling industries that we serve to deploy AI with confidence. You also asked me about our investments, and I want to just switch tracks and talk a little bit about the investments here in India, right? So a couple of things to share with you. First and foremost, we are, you may already be aware, we are in the process of building 2 new factories in India, which we are very excited about. As an organization, our manufacturing footprint has been evolving, over the years significantly, right? But it was after a number of years that we did a greenfield project, right? A greenfield factory. And we're very proud that it happened here in India, in Chennai. So we're building 2 new factories in Chennai. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you. And both of these are going to be very meaningful. Initially, the industries that we are focusing on are high-tech industries. So the first factory is going to be meaningfully integrating India into the semiconductor global value chain, because we're going to be producing equipments that are used to power semiconductor process tools, right? And the other factory is going to be, again, creating modular enclosures, which are particularly preferred or favored by industries like renewables and data centers, which are expanding very, very rapidly. On the other hand, we completed 4 decades in India a couple of years ago. So we just continue to expand our footprints, and we will stay in an investment mode. We are creating more capabilities because the industries that we are required to serve are expanding so rapidly, right? I should also share with you that even though we've been here for 4 decades, over the last decade or so, we've quadrupled in size. So we are the largest country in terms of our employee population outside of the US. US is our headquarters, right? So next to the US, India is the biggest country now. So there's a lot going on, a lot of investments going in, and we feel that this trend will continue.
What is your message to the SME, MSME sector for their automation process, how they can upgrade their automation process with the help of digital transformation systems?
My message is very simple. If you are an MSME into manufacturing, you couldn't be there at a better point in time. Why do I say that? The reason is very simple. Technologies and digital transformation, as we are seeing it occur, is creating possibilities where you have access now to capabilities and tools that small size organizations really did not have the ability to access previously. Cloud, for example, is a major game changer. Through cloud, you don't need to acquire all the trappings of a large size capability which required huge IT infrastructure and then resources to support it and large setup times. You can get connected, start using that service, and pay only for what you use for, right? So that is one example that I would like to say. Here in Rockwell, we've been doing a lot of innovation to leverage the cloud, right? And what we also want to say is manufacturers have in some cases, rightfully so, there is fear factor associated with being connected to the cloud, what happens to connectivity and such. So the edge to cloud connectivity story that Rockwell has put together, scalable solutions and doing what is appropriate at the edge versus doing what is appropriate at the cloud level, and running it as a continuum. We've been innovating all of that, for you. So yeah, I mean, if you're an MSME, couldn't be having this conversation at a better point in time. I think these technologies are turning out to be, these times are turning out to be a great equalizer, because what used to be an advantage only for a large size company is now easily accessible to you. Conversely speaking, larger size firms carry a lot of technology debt. They have old legacy systems that they've already made investments in. you don't have to worry about all of that. So in many ways, and in India, we have a lot of our manufacturers are in the MSME category, right? So this could be a point in time where it could be very, very beneficial to those firms.